Have you ever wondered what it would take to survive on a planet where the atmosphere is dense enough to crush submarines and the skies rain acid instead of water? What if I told you that surviving in Venus's atmosphere might not be as impossible as it seems? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will absolutely blow your mind. Before we dive deeper into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm Leo, the Wanderer, and if you're fascinated by the mysteries of space and love exploring the unknown, this is the place for you. Subscribe now, and let's uncover more amazing cosmic secrets together. Are you ready to explore the wildest survival scenario in our solar system? Let's get started. Venus, often called Earth's twin due to its similar size and rocky surface, is nothing like our home planet. At first glance, it might seem like the most inhospitable place in the solar system. On the surface, temperatures soar to 475 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead, obliterate machinery, and vaporize most life as we know it. The atmospheric pressure at the surface is 92 times that of Earth's sea level, comparable to being crushed by the weight of a kilometer of ocean water. And let's not forget about the clouds. They're not fluffy white puffs like Earth's, but a swirling, choking mix of carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid. For decades, Venus has been considered a hellscape, a place where survival is utterly impossible. But is it? Could there be something hidden in this chaotic environment that makes it more than just a planetary nightmare? Above this deadly surface lies a curious, lesser-known region of the atmosphere. Floating 50 to 60 kilometers above the surface, there's a zone where the temperature plummets to a surprisingly comfortable 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, and the atmospheric pressure is similar to what we experience on Earth. Think about it, a Goldilocks zone, hidden within the planet's toxic shroud. But how could anyone or anything survive here? The air is still thick with carbon dioxide, the sunlight is dimmed by sulfuric acid clouds, and the winds howl at speeds up to 300 kilometers per hour. Yet this peculiar atmospheric layer presents the closest conditions to Earth found anywhere in the solar system outside of our planet itself. Could this bizarre environment hold the key to future human colonization? Or is it simply another reminder of the challenges that await us in space exploration? Now imagine floating cities suspended in Venus's skies, hovering like islands in a sea of acid clouds. Does that sound like pure science fiction? It isn't. NASA's High-Altitude Venus Operational Concept, or HAVOC, proposes just that. Picture colossal airships, each as large as a skyscraper, engineered to float in the dense Venusian atmosphere. These airships wouldn't just be survival capsules. They'd be fully equipped research stations, housing teams of scientists exploring the mysteries of Venus from the safety of its upper atmosphere. Imagine scientists working tirelessly to decode the secrets of Venus's past and future, discovering what went wrong on this scorched planet and how it could inform our own planetary challenges. It's an ambitious idea, but one that underscores humanity's incredible ability to adapt to even the most hostile environments. Let's start with protection. The biggest challenge in Venus's atmosphere is the corrosive sulfuric acid clouds. To survive, the airships would need to be constructed from ultra-resistant materials like Teflon or advanced composites, capable of withstanding constant exposure to acid. Imagine stepping outside your home wearing an invisible shield, a cutting-edge material that keeps you safe while the harsh environment rages around you. Such technology isn't far-fetched. It's based on innovations already being developed for extreme environments on Earth. From chemical plants to industrial spaces, similar materials are already proving their durability against corrosive forces, giving us hope that this concept could work in Venus's skies. Next, consider sustenance. Without access to natural resources, floating cities must create their own. How do you grow food, produce water, and generate oxygen when you're surrounded by unbreathable gas? The answer lies in the chemistry of Venus itself. The thick carbon dioxide atmosphere could be harvested to produce oxygen through a process called electrolysis. Using solar energy, abundant in Venus's upper atmosphere, you could power farms inside the airships, growing crops in self-contained ecosystems. Water, though scarce, could be extracted from trace amounts of hydrogen in Venus's atmosphere or brought from Earth during initial missions. This closed-loop system is similar to what astronauts use aboard the International Space Station, but scaled up for an entire city. The idea of living off the land, or rather the air, on Venus might sound like fantasy, but it's a glimpse into what humanity could achieve with enough innovation. Now, let's tackle mobility. Venus's dense atmosphere creates unique opportunities. Unlike Earth, where keeping a heavy object afloat requires immense energy, Venus's thick air makes it easier for airships to stay aloft. The airships could drift on the wind, using the planet's high-speed jet streams for propulsion. Picture entire communities living in harmony with Venus's natural forces, carried along by currents while conducting scientific research. It's a surreal image, but one that could become reality. These airships wouldn't just drift aimlessly. They could be equipped with advanced navigation systems, allowing humans to explore different regions of Venus's atmosphere while staying within the safety of the habitable zone. But here's where things get tricky. Even if we build airships that can withstand acid, produce oxygen, and remain aloft, there's one critical question. What happens next? Venus isn't static. The planet's winds whip at hurricane speeds, and the long-term exposure to sulfuric acid, even with advanced materials, remains a risk. Could we adapt to such an environment? Or would Venus remain a tantalizing, unattainable dream? And what happens if a storm destabilizes the airships? How would humans respond to emergencies in such an isolated, dangerous place? These questions reveal the immense challenges that would face humanity on Venus. This also brings up a deeper question. Why Venus? With Mars already in the spotlight as humanity's potential second home, why focus on a planet so deadly? The answer lies in exploration itself. Venus offers something Mars doesn't: a closer approximation of Earth's size and gravity, as well as its potential to teach us about the evolution of rocky planets. By understanding Venus, we might learn more about our own planet's future, particularly as we grapple with climate change and atmospheric shifts. Venus could be a mirror of what happens when a planet's climate spirals out of control, a cautionary tale that provides insights into protecting our own world. Surviving in Venus's atmosphere isn't just about technology or science. It's a test of human ingenuity and resilience. A challenge that asks us to push the boundaries of what's possible on the land, to imagine a future where even the harshest environments can become stepping stones for exploration. Venus, the planet we've long feared, could one day become our most daring frontier. But the real question is, are we ready to take the leap? So what do you think? Could you imagine living in a floating city surrounded by acid clouds? Would you take the risk to be part of this unprecedented experiment in survival? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this dive into one of the solar system's greatest challenges, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Together, let's explore the impossible. See you in the next video.